utilities and other luxuries. This wasn't in the budget, but I couldn't disappoint the kids. And after all my work cleaning this thing, I didn't want to just let it sit and get moldy. I'd need to cut back here and there to pay this one. 30 days, Mrs. C. Frank smiled knowingly at me. In a small town like Locust Point, there were no secrets. Well, there were secrets, like that our mayor was a murderer, and one of his victims, a young, successful party planner, was running a prostitution ring. But my secret, that I was flat broke after my husband's death, wasn't. Eli was a good man, Mrs. C. You need anything, you let me know, okay? I felt the sting of tears. Eli had been a good man. I missed him. I missed the man I'd married as well as the man he'd become after the accident. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. He grinned, gathering up his tool bag and heading down my walkway to his truck. Call me if you have any other issues. We guarantee our work. I smiled, knowing that he meant they especially guaranteed their work on my hot tub. After Frank left, I wandered over to Madison, stooping to pick up my tabby and running a hand along the thick fur of his back. What have you gotten into, Taco? I asked the cat. His fur was sticky and smudged with something dark. I'd need to bathe him, and there was nothing Taco hated more than a bath. Madison wrinkled her nose. He's been going over to the place across the street. I see him over there when I get back from school. Ugh. I had nothing against Mr. Peter, but his lawn was like a junkyard, and his house inside wasn't much better from what I'd heard. He had a soft spot for cats and dogs, and was known for putting out food for strays. I was pretty sure he was slipping Taco some scraps on a daily basis to encourage regular visits. And given the diet I'd put my cat on a few weeks ago, Taco wouldn't say no to supplemental meals. Actually, even without the diet, Taco wouldn't say no to supplemental meals. I'd need to go talk to my neighbor and ask him to lay off the treats. Taco really did need to lose weight, and obviously there was something over there he was rubbing against. There were only so many baths I could give my kitty before he ditched me and permanently moved in with Mr. Peter. And as much as my neighbor would probably like that, I wasn't going to give up my cat. What have you got going on there, Madison? I put Taco down and leaned over her shoulder. Chemistry. It's an AP class. The girl chewed on the tip of her pen. I don't think I have a future in biochemistry. It's good to explore different options. How else are you going to know what you might want to have as a career, and what you know you absolutely don't want to have as a career? How did you know you wanted to be a journalist? She asked. I was a skip tracer, now working for a bail bondsman, private investigator. But until Eli's accident, I'd been a journalist. I'd still be a journalist, if it was a viable career. But in today's world, news stories were purchased in bulk, or acquired from freelancers making $40 an article. So, I'd turned my talent for research and fact-checking to a field that might actually pay my bills. I worked on our high school newsletter and was a member of the yearbook committee and loved it. In college, I thought I might want to be a novelist or maybe teach English, but creative writing wasn't my strength, and my short stint as a professor's assistant made it clear that teaching wasn't my strength either. Well, chemistry isn't my strength, she grumbled, and biology wasn't much better. I pulled out a chair and sat next to her. So, what is your strength? She shrugged. I'd always wanted to be a doctor, but I'm